Something that we don't like to think about, we don't even like to talk about, but a lot of us are going to need long-term care at some point in our lives.
Today we're going to talk about some of the things to expect when it comes to the finances of this. Our money expert, Dustin Smith from Wealth Enhancement Group, joins us this morning. Hey, Dustin.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So the reality of this is that most of us are likely to need some sort of long-term care, and this is extremely expensive, isn't it?
Yes, it can be quite expensive. In fact, over a lifetime, the average cost is about $170,000 that one person could spend on care. So it is quite expensive.
And Dustin, of course, there are different levels of care. I mean, we're not just talking about nursing homes, which you might need skilled nursing, you might need memory care, you might need full assisted living, and those, the prices go up, the cost goes up and up and up.
Yeah, often when people think about long-term care, we immediately think about nursing home. But as you were saying, Heather, it can come in many different forms. Anything from hospice care to rehabilitating after a surgery or a fall, or just simply the fact that you might not be able to handle some of the typical skill sets that you had every day, such as, getting dressed or bathing, those types of things. So it can come in many different forms.
So what are the options as we start having those honest conversations about our own finances within our own relationships, or even looking towards parents? What do we do here?
Yeah, I always tell people that the person who needs the care is going to get it. They're going to get it somehow. And usually that burden first falls to a spouse, which is great, right? I think as a spouse myself, I would want to care for my wife as long as I possibly could. But there comes a moment where you might not be able to handle that anymore. And then typically that burden then falls to your children. So you really want to make sure that families are talking to their kids to say, hey, do you want to help and are you able to? Because let's just face it, if I were able to help, or if I was needed to help with my parents right now, I would have to take off of work, and that can be quite burdensome and costly for myself. So having those open conversations with your spouse and your children, I think is well needed.
One of the big questions that people always have, Dustin, especially if they get into their 50s, is should I get the long-term care insurance? It's very expensive,
Sure.
and sometimes you'll need it and sometimes you won't.
Yeah, it's funny. I think a lot of people think that their health insurance is going to give them some sort of coverage. So, for example, people will often say, well, isn't that what Medicare is for? And it's really not. So Medicare will provide some level of care, usually up to about 100 days. But after that, you're really going to be on your own. So a long-term care insurance type product, it can be quite expensive, but it can alleviate a lot of those pressures that we would see if you did not have it.
Mm-hmm. Tough choice. You got to.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
really have to analyze your own finances, right, if that makes sense or not.
Sure, but because for some people it's really not worth it, but for others it very could be.
All right.
All right.
Good
Tough discussions.
conversations, yeah. Dustin, thank you.